How would you like to make twice as many sales as everybody else? In this video, I'm going to break down some of the lessons that I've learned from studying CarMax. CarMax is the #1 used car dealership in America, and they do over twice as many sales as the second position, the second biggest car company, used car company in America. So listen to this video to learn how to apply the lessons from them in your business and make more sales. So anytime a company does twice as many sales as everyone else, I believe it's worth studying. I believe it's worth looking at what they do and learning how to, seeing how can I apply what they do to my business to make more sales. So I want to kind of break down some of the things that I've learned from studying CarMax, seeing what they do and how they do it, and show you how to apply them in your sales business and make more sales. So let's just start with the numbers. CarMax is the #1 used car dealership in America, and they have been for a while. And I think last year they did 700,000 plus cars sold in the year, where the second position was like 280,000. So they do over twice as many as the second position below them. So I went to their website, I've been to their dealership, I've been to other car dealerships. I've learned a lot just from those experiences, things to do and things not to do. If you've been to a regular car dealership, I'm sure you have horror stories or have had experiences that really bothered you. Recently, I went to a car dealership to look at, I don't want to mention what type of dealership it was, but it was a big national dealership to look at a car. And I had a sales tactic pulled on me that made me so angry. I left that dealership and said, I never want to buy a car from them, regardless of how cheap it was. I was really pissed off. But every time I've been to CarMax, I've never yet bought a car from them. I have a lot of friends that have. I always had an amazing experience. I always had a positive experience. And I've always looked at CarMax first when I'm looking for a new car. Every single time I either go to their app and download it on my phone and I go through it because the experience was positive. Yes, it's about value and price. That makes a difference too. But I don't want to do business with places that I just absolutely hate it. And I think that's where the trend is coming. People no longer care about the cheapest and the lowest price. They want experience, they want service, they want to be taken care of. So let's dissect CarMax quick, and let's talk about some of the things that I noticed were so different than everyone else, or at least this is from my quick study. I didn't spend days studying this. I went through this and I've always been curious on why they are so different from everyone else. So I've always just been curious about this, and I think it's important as a salesperson. You can learn a lot from studying a company like them. One of the things that really stood out to me was the no haggling or no pressure. They set a low price for their cars that's competitive. You can go out there and negotiate a lower price from other dealerships, from my experience or from what I've heard, but it's just a pain in the butt and no one likes doing it. That's why I always go to CarMax first. So if you look at it, their goal, if you go to their website and look at what separates them or why choose CarMax, it's a really interesting page. Highly recommend you do it. Their goal is to help you find the best car. Their goal is first to help you and make sure you're getting the right car for you and your family over selling you a car. That's more important to them. If you think about that, that's playing the long game versus the short game. I've seen many salespeople who go out and play the short game and they do unethical or things that drive people away to make sales, and they may make more sales in the short term, but long term they go out of business, they get burnt out, they get frustrated, people don't like them, they get a lot of hate or bad reviews, and it's just not a great way to do business. They feel crappy about themselves and nobody wants to be that person. So that was really an interesting thing is CarMax's goal is to help you. They want to make sure you get the right car. It's right on their website. They talk about it. So that was big to me. The second thing is you have 7 days to change your mind. So they remove all the risk. So any way that you as a salesperson can remove the risk from the consumer, you're going to make more sales. The less risk and the easier it is, it just becomes a no-brainer. With CarMax, it's simple. It's like, listen, what car dealership, especially a used car dealership, allows you to return your car if you don't like it for 7 days? Nobody does. They're sitting there just pressuring the hell out of you to get you to buy. And it's just this aggravating little tug-and-war fight when you're trying to buy a car at most car dealerships, but not at CarMax. They're like, hey, don't like it, bring it back, we don't care. I mean, think about that. That's like, I'm not even gonna question. I'm gonna go buy the car and be like, oh yeah, this is awesome, thanks a lot, see ya. You know what I'm saying? People don't necessarily return it, but just because they say it, you feel comfortable with them. So what can you do to remove the risk from people you're working with. Maybe you can say, listen, when you sell your home with me or you list your home with me, I'll let you out if you think that I'm not the right agent. Listen, I'm so damn confident in my ability to sell your home fast for top dollar. I'm going to let you cancel at any time if you don't think I'm doing a good job for you. How would that make people feel? Obviously, that's gutsy. If you're not a good agent, that's not going to be good for business. But if you're a good agent that is confident in your ability, having a guarantee like that is going to help you get more business. And if you run the math, you're probably going to end up making more sales as a result, and you're going to have a better reputation, and people are going to trust you. It could be a really good way to do business. It's ballsy, but it could work. It could work really, really well. There's a lot of agents that do stuff like that. Another thing that they do at CarMax is they have nationwide inventory. They'll literally ship a car from any location. I remember looking at a car years ago, and I was going to have it shipped from like 1,000, 2,000 miles away, and it was going to cost me like $200. And if I didn't want it once it got here, I could have just said, no, I don't want it. I lose $200, but they shipped it across America practically for me to take a look at it. You can't do that at another car dealership, right? Especially not a used one. So really it gives CarMax a competitive advantage. So my question to you is, what can give you a competitive advantage? What is something that you're willing to do that no one else in your industry is willing to do? What is that? Like I remember seeing a realtor it was a rental. I was going through Craigslist looking at something, and I came across an ad for an agent. This was years ago, where he said, I'll rent your home in 2 weeks or I'll do it for free. And I was like, man, I was like, if I was renting a home, that'd be the person I'd pick. Well, think about it. As a landlord, if the home sits on the market for 6 weeks or a few weeks or even a month or two, you lose that month of rent and you lose that time. So if somebody's like, listen, I'm going to rent your home and I'm going to get it rented fast, that gives me confidence in hiring them, and it gives that person a competitive advantage. So any way you can get a competitive advantage, go for it. And then another thing, now obviously there's lots of things that is on CarMax's website. These are just the 4 that really stood out to me and spoke to me personally. Another one is they will literally deliver a test drive, a car to your door, to your home or to your work, and let you test drive it for free. They'll do it for free. At least that's what it said, or that's it implied on their site. But my point is, make it easy and serve the customer. When you do that, they're going to trust you, they're going to like you, and they're going to do business with you. So I hope these tips were helpful. One of the strategies I highly recommend is that it provides value and it helps establish trust with people you work with is to provide a book. If you've ever thought about that or want to learn how you can actually do it really easily, go to authorify.com/free. You can try it for free. You can check it out. Our goal is to make it easy for you to try, experience, just like CarMax has done. So if you want to check it out, go to authorify.com/free. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got value from it. I really wonder, what are some of the lessons that you've learned from CarMax or bad experiences that you've had at car dealerships that really irked you? If you don't mind, share them in the comment section below. I'd love to have your input and kind of some of the lessons learned or even things that at CarMax have stood out to you. So I'd love to know your thoughts. If you like this video, please do me a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching.